Amazing. Okay, so we welcome everyone back, I guess, after a more extended break than we'd anticipated.
Yeah. When was the last?
Oh, Andrew, I don't know when it was.
If you're still there, people.
But thank you so much for persevering, I guess. And people have though, because like I've been posting stuff on the Instagram, very, very rarely, and people are like, "Oh, we're so excited for you to come back." I'm like, "Oh, really?" Like people actually are listening to us. But we're back. We're in new surroundings. I don't know if anyone's picked up on that.
On the fact that the sound quality is
they'll be like, something's changed here, guys.
So we now have a producer.
Yeah, we've got producer Matt over in the corner.
Can you shout hello? Will the mics pick it up?
Hello.
There we go.
There you go. See, he's real. Matt. He exists. Yeah. Not like my year 8 boyfriend. Yeah. So we've got new production team,
we've
new
got
environment,
a new studio. Because God bless us, we did try.
Our hearts.
God loves a trier.
We did try as well.
And we did really try hard.
I think we went through like 6 different types of mic. We did stick with our Temu mixer. Terrible idea. Yeah. I blew up something. We had one minor fire. Yeah.
Which is very on brand for us.
Which is very on brand. I only had a mild electrocution.
Yeah. And sometimes the sound quality was mixed results.
Sometimes things just weren't plugged in. Yeah. Actually.
So we've just bit the bullet.
So we've just got someone to do it for us because we are just...
Throw money at the problem.
We're the talent, right? We're the talent. We are not the tech. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. 100%. But it's really lovely and it's nice. And the lighting's really good.
It's really cute.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
so it won't sound like one of us is in the garden and one of us is on the mic or... So
better content coming.
Yeah, but we've got lots to catch you up on.
Lots to catch up on.
We meant to do it, like we said, we meant to do it. We meant, like, in the best will in the world, we meant to do more episodes, and then it was like, so I think the last one was November, maybe.
Yeah, I was sick. Then. So when I say I was sick, I had super flu from December the 6th to January the 3rd. Yeah. And I mean, I was crawling around my house trying to sort Christmas out.
Your girl was poorly.
I've got 3 boys. I was just dying. Yeah. So that obviously, and I was just, I couldn't do anything.
And then we had a lovely wedding together, didn't we?
We did have a wedding together. Oh, Alice. So hi, Alice. Alice does listen.
She does, doesn't she? Oh, it was the nicest wedding.
So sweet.
And the loveliest couple.
Yeah.
They were just, and their 2 little kids were just gorgeous. So and it was so nice because it was the first wedding. The first wedding we've done, together. Yeah. Jordan was the makeup artist, but they got married at the venue that I work at, Rooksbury Park. And it was, we were so excited
to just see each other in the morning, and Andrea, bless her, helped me carry my stuff up the stairs, which never happens at any venue, and I was just really excited.
I was like, oh babes, are you alright, do you want a Red Bull? She was like,
please, I need a Red Bull. Please carry my chair.
So we were like, we'll get Alison Grant's wedding out the way, and she looks stunning. Oh my god, her dress,
good,
so lovely. She looked absolutely stunning. We were like, right, we'll get Alison Grant's wedding out the way. I've got a few Christmas things going on at work that I just need the headspace to deal with that, and then you got ill, and then before you know it, it's like 2026 January, and so we were just so apologies,
but we're here.
But we're here now, and so we're gonna be slightly more consistent. All being well.
How's your let's go there. How is your wedding planning going? Because we haven't caught up about any of this. The last time we saw each other was in a work environment, so we didn't really have much time to chat. So where are you at? Okay, where were you at last time? I'm trying to think what the last thing was that you did when we spoke.
Church was booked for the summer. And was going to get married, have the reception at Rooksbury Park. Yeah. However, I've changed my mind because I don't want to get married at work. I was in two minds. Yeah. Would it feel like, and also every time I pull into the sweeping driveway, and it's lovely. Yeah, it's beautiful. I want to keep something special just for the wedding.
I agree.
And sort of, I don't want to see like behind the scenes of, it's a beautiful venue. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is stunning. It's a really imposing entrance as well, which is nice.
Very stately home,
gorgeous,
lovely. But and also to be completely honest, I loved it from the day dot. Yeah. Mark was a little bit on the fence with it.
It was more your baby, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he was like...
Oh, my earring's fallen out.
Oh, professional. Okay. Well, at least it's your earring, not your nipple ring or something. I don't know if she's got
carry on while I pop that in.
So Mark was always like a little bit on the fence. He was being the lovely man that he
supportive
is, was always
guy,
like, if it's what
we
you
love
want,
Mark. Big up Mark.
Yeah, if it's what you want, then when we do it, which was the most erotic thing I think he's ever said to me.
Foreplay, basically.
But
do what you want.
Do what you want.
Spend all my money, okay?
Well, this is the thing, but he stopped saying that now because then he caught me looking at like do the red arrows, do weddings because I saw a TikTok. So now we started saying he's added a little caveat because he's a smart man, and he started going, yeah, well, look, just do whatever you want, that's fine. Us. As long as we can afford it. So he's had that little caveat. But yeah, so we were like, So we went to look at a few venues. I won't name them because there was nothing wrong with them. They were all really lovely.
Don't name them because we can slag them off a bit.
Yeah, they were really lovely, but they were very generic.
Yeah, wedding venues.
Yeah. One was very expensive and very small. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you off which one it was. But it was lovely. It was really nice. But it was funny. We were sat there, and Mark goes, "Oh, overnight accommodation included. Oh, that'd be really good for everyone." I was like, "Babes, it's just for you and me. It's not for the whole wedding
not
party."
For the whole wedding
party.
party.
And he was like, "So that's the price? Not? Oh my god, yeah." So it was just like a little. It was lovely, but it was out of our budget.
Yeah.
The other one was within our budget, but it was very safe, very generic golf course.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Golf course vibes.
It was very plain. Could have made it what we liked.
Yeah.
So it was a bit like, and then stumbled across this. I'm almost. Don't want to tell people that it exists because I want to keep it for myself for the next 2 years.
Well, don't name it then if you don't want to, or do you want to name it?
No, I won't name it. I won't name it.
Just to say why you like it.
It is. We went there for my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so I know.
Yeah. It was. It is a church that is a music venue that's been obviously converted into a music venue, and it is stunning.
Yeah.
It has got like all the uplighting.
Yeah.
It's got fairy lights, it's got disco balls. The first half of the church has been turned into like a bar area.
Nice.
And they had like cocktails that were, and I don't know how I do this, I swear to God, it is just every time we've gone out on a date night, which is sort of rare, wherever we go, it's always ended up being 2-for-1 cocktails, and I swear to God, I don't know
whatever.
it there.
Yeah, all right.
But then I like end up walking back to the table going, "Oh, it's happened again," you know. So it was 2-for-1 cocktails, which I love. But all the cocktails were like religious themed. So there was one called like Holy Water, Martini or something, or, you know, Espresso Martini.
Just as Jesus would have wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And the holy water one, though, I literally went. It was like blue, and it had about 5 spirits in and pineapple juice. And I remember drinking it and going, "Just taste pineapple. Can't really taste
dangerous.
Much." Yeah,
dangerous.
I walked out. Fresh air hit me.
Oh God, no, I know.
Dancing, like swinging around lampposts and stuff. And Mark doesn't drink because it gives him bad heartburn, and he was just like, "Oh fuck!" And then there was, but the only thing is like it's in the, it's is it rough?
Is it rough?
Is it in a rough area? Depends who you ask. But
if I ask you, yes. If you ask me, no, because I live in town.
Yeah, so everything's a step up, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
but it's got no parking on site, so we're going to need to get the like a vintage bus from the church to the venue. Plan. And I'm just but it's in Gosport, right? It's in Gosport.
And she's slagging off me from Totton.
Yeah, it's rough as a badger's arsehole. But it's but I'm just going to get them the bus to go like the long way round through Leon Solent, which is past like the seaside, and then you're kind of like,
taking them on like a sneaking up to Gosport kind of tour.
Yeah, and so originally we were going to have exactly surprise, but it's literally opposite Tesco's Express and a tower block.
Oh right, okay.
But it's so gorgeous. So honestly, cute. We walked in and we were just like, and they had like wood-fired pizzas and everything.
Oh, I love that.
And it was lush. And we were just, and then it was 2-for-1 cocktails, and it was an open mic night.
Yeah.
And so there's always like cool musicians and stuff.
So you're really like trendy.
Yeah. And like me and Mark were just like, yeah, this is us. We both, that was the important thing. We both would just like, this is us. Like, but it was as much Mark as me.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what do we want?
Yeah.
We both love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pains me to sort of have to.
So have you booked it?
Yeah, we've booked. Yeah, we've booked it.
Okay.
But this is the thing: we've gone from a summer wedding to an autumn wedding.
I love an autumn wedding.
I've changed the date 3 times now because
I love an autumn wedding.
We went from June to then like, oh, we'll do 30th of October. It'd be like Halloween wedding. Love that.
Yeah.
And then it was not our stepdaughter, my stepdaughter, his daughter said, oh, okay, so when you go on honeymoon, we'll stay at Nan and Granddad's.
Yeah.
Great. Where is like, oh, shame it's not half term because then they won't have to do the school run and everything because obviously we've moved. And I thought, oh, shit. Yeah, no, that would be really good actually. I wonder if I'm the mum that basically it's the in the WhatsApp group the morning of going, is it an inset day?
Is it an inset day? That's me.
That's me.
That was me last week.
I had no idea that they actually plan the half terms like 2 years in advance and you can look.
You can look online. Yeah.
Who knew?
Everyone.
Fucking didn't. Everyone apparently.
Everyone.
So I looked to see what the half term times are for 2027. Yeah. If we then moved the wedding the weekend before, so on that Saturday, the next Monday is like half term week.
Yeah.
So we could like just go straight on a honeymoon.
Pricing wise, was that different or not?
No, not really. So we had to have like another text message around with the families going,
sorry guys.
Right, okay, now just keep this date free. I swear to God,
we're figuring it out.
One. So that's us. So, but at the minute we're in the process of, oh God, all being well, getting a house. Yeah. That's the priority. Need to do that first.
You say that, Andrew, I don't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it all mentally planned. Yeah. I know the look I want. Yeah. I know what I want.
You're doing better than I am, that's for sure.
Yeah, where are you with yours?
Nowhere. So easy to catch up. Fucking nowhere. Zero progress. Zero. No. So I think I caught you up. It was over in October, November time.
Yeah.
Your
friends were going to have an intervention.
My friends intervened and they were like, you need to come up with 3 potential wedding ideas. So thank you, Abby, Caitlin and Ita for making me do that.
Yeah.
So we had the 3 ideas.
I wasn't invited, but still go.
That's fine. Sorry, they are only been friends with them for a long time, Andrea. But you wouldn't have wanted to be there, to be fair, because I was so combative. But they literally were like, do this, did that. So 3 prospective ideas, presented them to Crofty.
Love that.
And he was like, we did it when we were drunk. And I was like, you need to tell me what you want to do because I need to plan this fucking wedding if we're going to get married. And he was like, okay. And he picked the one that I wanted, which was great, which is the like big old school house party vibes. I wanted to hire the big house for like 3-4 days, have like one night dinner with our parents, have the ceremony hopefully at the venue or nip off and do it, have a big getting ready thing all together, all the friends, fuck off the parents and the old people, and then just have like a big raging party with like my friends. Yeah. So the parents would stay there the first night and they'd have a lovely breakfast with us and dinner and like grandparents, aunties, that sort of vibe, and then get rid of them. Yeah. They have the option to come to the party, but I would rather it was just my friends. So we can get a bit loose. Yeah. And then, so that was, we both agreed, we love that. Then we had this idea that we were like, right, so we're going to be spending 15k, minimum. Yeah. And then we were both like, we both really desperately want to go to Canada, and we've both always wanted to do like this big like Banff National Park, big like drive-in holiday. Yeah. So I was like, 15k, we could like do that holiday like big time. Yeah. And why don't we just take the kids, hire an RV, do the whole national park, and then just go and get married at the top of a fucking cliff in Banff. Love so that. Then, and he was like, oh yeah, no, that'd be nice. Yeah. So I was like, oh. So now we're between that. It's like, it's hard. I find it hard this time around. I had a big white wedding for my first wedding. So I've kind of scratched that itch, that scratch or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've scratched that itch. Yeah. And he's not about that life. Yeah. Like don't get me wrong, he's a really fun guy, but like with his
introverted.
Yeah, more introverted than me and my family.
Well, it's not difficult to be.
It isn't, I know. But yeah, so when I said that, I saw his reaction.
Like little eyes light up. Yeah.
And I think we'd invite our parents and close friends to come if they want to have their own holiday in Canada and then come to the wedding if they want to do that. Yeah. No pressure. But we'd want to go off with just the kids, just the boys, and have our own like family thing. Yeah. So that's potential. Yeah. But it's very much like I'm very, very 50-50 down the middle, split between those two things. So it just feels like a lot of money. When I've got the kids and I've got 3 boys, to spending 15k on one day when I could do like this dream family experience, it just feels a little bit self-indulgent. Yeah. But it's okay to be self-indulgent with your wedding. Yeah. So I don't know, but that's where I'm at. I'm still...
Because we're sort of opposite in that
unsure
sense.
but then I had the big wedding and you didn't have the big wedding before.
No, I had a very introverted ex-husband who
he's a dickhead.
Great dad, shit husband.
We've seen
that. So he like kept gaslighting me every other year, going, no, we never said we'd get married this year. And I was like, you did. Like, no. But we were in a similar position where we'd just bought a house.
Yeah.
And then weighing up everything as in like, okay, so 10 grand for, $7.5 for a sit down meal for 50 people or new kitchen that we will use every single day. And I think he was steering me that way
like
because
practical
it's
minded.
practical. Yeah. And then we had a big argument on Christmas Day. And I was like, we're either doing it or
we're
you
not
can
doing
fuck
it.
off. Like, I'm shit or get off the pot because I'm sick and tired of being like messed around. So he went, okay. We were toying with the idea of New York.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Which was cool as fuck. He wanted to do Vegas. I was like, no, we do.
Yeah.
I had a whole Sex in the City wedding, and which he was a part of, and he had no clue, no clue whatsoever. So yeah, we got married in Central Park, but we said to our parents, again, different financial situations. His parents could afford to go. Yeah. And we had tested the water a little bit, going, we fancy New York next year. And
what about you?
Yeah. And his parents were like, I could think of nothing worse.
Nice.
And we didn't want them
support.
To spend but just as a holiday, not as a wedding. And just to see. And equally, we didn't want them to pay for a holiday that they didn't want to go.
No, and I think that's fair, isn't it?
And then my parents were the complete opposite, that then didn't, on the actual, couldn't afford it. And actually on the day of the wedding, when we WhatsApped them to like FaceTime them or whatever, didn't actually answer the phone call because they were worried about accepting the international cost of a call.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, and they wonder why I went no contact with my dad for a few months. Do you know what? He didn't even notice. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's pointless. I can't go no contact with my parents. They won't even fucking notice. But yeah, so I've not had the wedding experience.
And I think if I didn't have that, I would be more inclined to be like, I want the wedding and I want this, and I'm just sort of like, but then I am at my core an insufferable fucking show off. Yeah. So like, will I get to the point?
Sorry,
I'm like,
I mean, no, you're not. Don't daft.
Don't agree too quickly. But will I get to it? And I'll be like, I wish all my friends were here, and I wish everyone saw me. A party at home. But then I'm having 2 weddings, so I'm spending the money on a holiday, and then I'm going to plan a big party.
But you can get a nice but cheaper venue. You know, there's plenty of like this is what where did we have a Solent hotel actually, and it's essentially just it will be cheaper to have it that part in the UK because it will just be like, you get like a nice golf course or somewhere or conservative club or
should we take it back to like the bare bones of the planning process then? So what 10 things that we think you need to consider at the very beginning of like this process? So I mean, we've got a little list. We have got a little list, guys,
because we do go off on tangent.
Already.
So let's just start. We had a little brainstorm.
We did have a little brainstorm, and things that we kind of wish that we knew maybe the first time round, things that we wish we had considered or will be considering this time round to keep things kind of in check.
Yeah. I mean, so the first one, can we swear on this one? Yeah. People are stupid cunts. I know that swear word is very divisive among
Andrew
the females.
Loves it. I love it.
I love it.
Well. My dad, if ever I say that word, my dad looks at me like he has failed in life, raising such a heathen of a daughter.
We love it. So apologies if you're offended.
But people are idiots, basically, aren't they? I think that it's very important not to assume that anyone else is going to assume what you want them to assume. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think you need to be completely explicit with your ideas. So if you are sending out invites and you don't want kids,
invites,
don't want kids, not allowing +1s, those things need to be in print for people to see. Yeah. Because not only are people idiots and assume these things, people will kind of exploit any gaps in your sort of instruction. They'll be like, oh, well, you didn't say no kids. Like, oh, yeah, well, it's in a nightclub. Like, but you can't assume anything. And I think if you just set your boundaries and set your expectations early on in writing, you're going to avoid a lot of conflict down the line when you've got to be like, actually, no.
Yeah. And also, that's the thing, like, set your bound, like, don't worry about offending people, or like if you don't want kids,
don't have them.
Then don't have them. That's absolutely fine. And no is a full sentence.
It is.
No is and like you say, like 15 grand or however much you're spending on your wedding.
15 grand is very minimal as well. Like that's
I'm very aware. Wedding,
I'm very aware that an average wedding is double that now.
Yeah, which is, I mean, everything's double, even like the cost of butter is. You know what I mean? So by comparison,
because he lives.
Yeah,
right. Booking in advance, but not too far. So you work for a venue. You tell me is there a maximum in advance that you guys will open your diary? So I know I will only open it for. So right now I've got 2026 and 2027 open. Yeah. I won't open 2028 till the end of this year.
It's different because it's a venue. So obviously it's still going to be there. And, we've got our prices up to 2028.
Right, okay.
Sometimes I think if you book early, you can get the prices locked in at
a lower rate.
So if I booked for 2028, you can be a bit cheeky and say, okay, so can we lock the prices in at 2026 prices for 2028? We do that for the higher venue. The price of the food and stuff is subject to change
of course.
Because the cost of it is just rising
suppliers
so much.
Yeah.
I think booking in advance for certain things is good because a lot of wedding suppliers will want to take, like you can maybe do installment payment plans, things
that's
like
another
that.
thing, budgeting
Spread
wise.
the cost a bit longer, gives you longer to save up.
Yeah.
I think the only downside of booking stuff so far in advance, or buying stuff like for dresses or whatever, if you are indecisive and you're going to change your mind 20 times between now and 2028, if you are the sort of person where you're like,
I like this,
I know this is what I want, I'm not going to change my mind, then that's fine. I had a friend once that bought her dress like 3 years before our wedding. Saw
Too
it,
much.
loved it.
But then you try it on all the time, don't you? And look at it. Like, I bought mine nearly 2 years in advance, 18 months in advance, and I had to hide it at my nan's house.
Yeah,
and be like, I can't go and see this dress more than once every 6 months. Otherwise, I'm going to hate it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you just...
And I would try and sneak upstairs all the time when I was there. She's like, Jordan, come upstairs.
Yeah, or
leave your dress alone.
Or you try it on, and just like, and you get and you rip it, or you get makeup on it, or something.
I loved my dress when I bought it. By the time I got married, I still thought it was okay.
Yeah.
But I exposed myself to it so much.
I'm not going to be able to buy my dress like 6, maybe 8 months before because I have swung like a pendulum on what I want, and so like I almost bought that Vera Wang one from America, and like was just like, oh, I love it. And now that would have been for the summer wedding, and I've now changed to an autumn wedding and want something completely different. So
the combo of the two, though. So if we talk about, if we said about being explicit on our invites and then not booking things too early, when do we send out the invites? What's too early for invites?
Right. So I think. Save the dates are pointless, but I appreciate that if you are in a job like a teacher or something and you have to book, or police officer or something, and you have to book your annual leave so far in advance and you're getting married
it's helpful.
Then save the dates are useful.
Or if you're getting married like abroad.
Yeah, exactly. And give chance people
to save up and to book on and things.
So that's fine. The only issue with save the dates is I've seen it on a few Facebook groups is when people say, oh, I've invited people on the save the date, but we've either had a falling out or I don't like their new boyfriend,
and
or
now they're already invited,
or we've run out of money.
How do we
uninvite a save the date?
Yeah.
I personally just wouldn't mention it and just hope that they don't ask, and then have that conversation. But it's, and also if you in the excitement of planning your wedding at the beginning, invite everyone. You're like, oh, we'll work out how we're going to, or you don't know how much it costs, and then
you've not got any of the other pricing before you do the invites,
and then you're like, shit, we need
it's like £120 per head,
and
you're like, nah, I don't like any of you that much.
Exactly. So it's awkward. So
don't send invites out too early. Also,
I would say 6 months.
I think 6 months.
6 months.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because if you do it too early as well, people come. If you do it like 2 years in advance, people are like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. And then a year later, they're like, oh, well, we've booked a family holiday now, or we've done this now. Yeah. And then you've got all these fake RSVPs effectively that don't amount to anything because there's been so long between inviting them and the actual wedding. You almost need to send out another round of invites.
And then you get the awkward thing of like, okay, so a few day guests have like really dropped out. Can I then promote the evening guest to a day guest? And
that's always so awkward. I feel like, oh God, like I'm just being bumped up. Who's dropped out for me to have a space?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, it feels a bit like that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've had that happen before where I got invited to a family 40th birthday or whatever, and everyone else was going, and like she said that there was like a glitch on the Facebook messaging or whatever.
That's bullshit.
But I looked on it and then realised that loads of people dropped out, and then she was like, "Oh, shall we? Oh, go on then." And I could never prove it, but it just was like bit sad. Talking about dress shopping, though,
dress shopping
and stuff like that. I wouldn't dress shops. You need to. This is the hill that I will die on. I'm going to look direct into the camera. I'm saying this directly to you.
Listen.
Go to an independent boutique. Always, not chain ones. Independent shops, you will get so much better service.
Yeah.
And it won't be as high pressure sale tactics and stuff,
because they've got targets to meet.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like business owners also want to pay their rent, but
I think I mean, like literally that's a whole episode,
right? Yeah.
But also you will, dress shops, you will need to order in your dresses, and it can take like up to sort of 6 months, some of them. You can get rush orders, but then you have to pay extra for it. So I would say a good year before is like the sweet spot, because you also need to factor in alteration times. And I would say get your alterations booked in. Like when you get your dress, don't then wait 6 months for it to arrive. So say, okay, let's do it. Right, say you're having a Christmas wedding.
Maths.
Right. Getting married in December.
So you are on your own.
Yeah, you're getting married in December. So I would say start shopping for your dress in January. Yeah. It then comes 6 months in, so that's June.
Yeah.
When you pick your dress in January, book your alterations like now. Don't wait for your dress to arrive,
because these people get booked up. Yeah.
And then you're left with whoever's available.
Yeah, not your preference, the best person. Yeah.
Also. And I think it can be applied to anything in life. Yeah. Just because they're cheap doesn't mean that they're good.
No.
And you pay for what you get.
You do.
And sometimes I've had brides, when I had my bridal shop, come back, and I gave them like a list of people to pick with, but friends and family.
Yeah, people that you trust.
Claire's prom dress or whatever. And
my nan's friend can sew stuff.
Yeah, she did that button on my shirt that one time. And then they've come back and gone, the dress isn't sitting right. There's something not right. And I didn't tell the bride at the time that came back. But when she left, the alterations person that came to the shop went, I do not know why they've done that. What the it was awful. So dress shopping. Yeah, you probably need a good. Yeah, and also if you are doing the skinny jabs and Monjaro or whatever, a lot of independent shops, don't worry that you need to 12 months to order your dress. A lot of them will have a really good sale rail that you can take with them and off the peg and stuff. So they will still have options that you can, that you can
grab
take
and go.
You. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what I'll do this time. Just leave it a little bit later.
So final balances.
So I think it's really boring, and I am not this sort of person, but I'm going to make myself this sort of person, because all I see are brides I booked this really extravagant thing, and I booked this, we'll worry about it later. Later rolls around.
That's me. Yeah.
And then you've got 100 things. I feel plot it out. I booked this, it's going to cost £1,000. I'm going to pay this amount deposit. I'm going to pay this chunk off at this date and this chunk off on this date, and do that with fucking everything.
Yeah.
So you're not putting yourself under this tremendous strain, because money is money. You can't, it's really hard to just find money to pay for things.
Yeah. And you don't want to start selling pictures of
feet and stuff, selling your knickers and all that. We'll do it if we have to, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, I mean, it's and also a lot of suppliers will actually be quite happy for you to.
Oh, I know, I will.
If okay, £2,000 for photography, can we set up a direct debit to because then they've got steady cash flow, which helps them and stuff like that.
Same when people come to me, they're like, well, I've paid the deposit, but can I pay another? Because I do deposit to book and then final balance the day of or the day before.
Or even if your suppliers would prefer a chunk of cash beforehand.
But at least you know.
But then maybe set up a separate
you put it in
pot. and you don't touch it,
I'd have to give it to someone. I'd have to literally give envelopes of cash to my mum to do something like that because I am a fucking toddler.
Yeah,
but that sort of planning. I mean, because it's not just going to magic.
This is where me and Mark are a really good match because
Crofty would have a Excel spreadsheet. He does anyway, and he's always like, Jordan,
Captain Sensible.
And every time he gets it up, I'm like, oh, how boring.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Right.
Coordinator, we disagree here. Disagree here, but I don't know. So I think you need a coordinator. What we disagree on is even if it's a friend. Now, the reason it's not ideal to have a friend doing it or someone in the bridal party, but when I wrote this, I was like, you need to have someone on the day. If you can't afford a coordinator, appreciate that. If you can, factor it in.
Yeah.
But if you can't, have a friend make a Bible of things that people are going to ask you a lot of shit on your wedding day if there's no one else to go to.
Yeah.
And I see this all the time in the makeup chair. People are like, oh, could you just come and check this? Oh, can you make sure that this table arrangement? Oh, where's the photographer going? What time's the photographer going? And it's just like constant. By the time you get to the day, you've done so much work.
Yeah.
You should be able to go, fuck this, I'm out. I'm sitting down, I'm sipping my champagne, I've got my sexy pajamas on, I'm getting my makeup done, and I don't want any one of you pricks to talk to me.
Yeah.
Unless I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And it should be full diva mode.
Yeah.
But that you have to facilitate that, right?
Okay. But I think that is a different thing to a coordinator.
Yeah.
I think that is a designated person for questions. Yeah. So I think do a brain dump. I think it's a great idea. Do a brain dump, write it all down.
Yeah.
Scenario A, B, C could happen. This supplier needs to go here.
Yeah.
These are the telephone numbers and mobiles for all the suppliers. There you go, up to you. And also give a copy to your venue coordinator as well, and then that helps. And
but what if some venues don't always have a coordinator? If you've got like a dry hire barn, this is what I mean when you need to have someone.
A dry hire place, definitely on the day coordinator to liaise with all the suppliers and make the moving parts. Also, then if anything goes wrong, they are like they've got
culpable.
The contacts, they've got the
and they've got the
experience.
Stress.
But also, I think But this is the thing. I don't think you should designate a bridesmaid or your mum or someone to be doing like, right, let's go and set up all the DIY together and all like morning of the wedding and stuff like that, because I think you want them present in the day.
And I think that's the ideal scenario.
You want them to enjoy the day. You don't want them being stressed out and stuff. I think if you can
justify it, do it. You will no one will ever do it and then regret it.
Depending, and again, it depends on what type of venue
what sort of wedding you're having.
If you are having it at a hope, but just remember that a wedding venue coordinator is very, very different to a wedding planner. Because they will, and like I've seen it, like what I do is I work out the timeline of, right, we need to make sure that the food's served by this point because we know the kitchen's going to be doing that.
It's from the venue's perspective, isn't it?
And we need to get like all the glasses from the reception drinks washed ready for the toast when we're doing it. So you're doing as much like behind the scenes planning and not like, right, the photographer needs to be there. I do think if you've got a very shouty like bridesmaid or something, give them the shot lists for the photographer.
I would smash that job out of the park, to be fair.
Everyone.
I do it. I've had arguments with registrars.
Where do you think
a registrar once rocked into the bridal suite an hour before they were supposed to be there and was like, we've moved everything up half an hour, so the appointment's now in half an hour. And I was like, she's not going to be ready in half an hour because you told us this. And I had to pull her to the side out of the room because she was in there making a fucking scene. And I was like, you are paid to be here at this time. You will wait outside if you have to till she's done. That's it. And she was like, oh, I was like, no.
Love that. Honestly.
But you need that. But sometimes people are not, I've noticed that not all friendship groups have that outspoken person.
Yeah.
And that's fine because not everyone is comfortable in those sort of confrontational situations. But in those positions, if you know that none of your friends are not in a horrible way, I'm sure they absolutely want the best for you, but they're not got that sort of confidence, the bollocks to be like, I'm not having this, then get a coordinator to fight your corner. You need it's like an advocate, right?
And also that person will then be like you say, in your corner. So if you've got an overbearing mother or mother of the groom or whatever, it's always the mums.
Always the mums.
always the bloody mums. So
we disagree, but we agree. I think we both value the presence of an on the day coordinator.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that just having someone in your corner is really good.
This is one thing that we also disagree on.
We also disagree on this. But I think we were thinking about different things.
Yeah.
I think when I thought about hiring stuff, I was thinking like suits, other things that you would typically hire, which you could buy, which might be cheaper to buy and keep. And then we were thinking about things
like decor and stuff like that. Because sometimes it is easier to DIY it and make it yourself and stuff like that. But then you're left with, it always costs.
Sorry, mate.
Boot me out of the way. Hiring the stuff in like decor, I think is better to do because one, you don't have to give up your spare room and do it yourself. Two, if you're trying to DIY it and make it all yourself, you will always need more than you think.
Yeah, for sure.
The cost of it, then once you've added in all the factors of everything, like building it all up, actually works out as expensive, if not more. And the labour and the time and the frustration.
Pay yourself minimum wage or an apprentice wage is still going to be...
And then also, you've then got to transport it all to the venue, get it all set up, and then the thing that I wouldn't like is that the day after the wedding, or maybe even the night of, if it's the venue that's got a wedding back to back to back to back, you then at the end of the night have to clear it all away, which you don't want to do if you're full sheets to the wind on tequila rosé or whatever. And equally, that bridesmaid that was like, yeah, I'll do that, that's fine.
Oh, she's pissed. Or she's shacked up with a groomsman.
With the best man. They fucked off into a broom cupboard.
That happened at my wedding and we never found out who it was. This is disgusting. And I hope the person that knows. But they found a used condom in the girls' toilets after my wedding. And we were like, which one of you? And we never found out to this day. So I have my suspicions. Simon. I'm going to send him the link to Simon. Dirty old Simon.
Yeah. So then also, if you've hired
he's going to fucking hate that. I don't think he's dating anyone, I hope. Anyway.
I can see it. But but if you hire stuff in, moving back, but if you hire stuff in, you haven't got to clear away, and also you're not left with it as well afterwards, because realistically, like, I've seen lots of like Facebook groups for selling decor and stuff online, but equally you need to be able to see it in person because it could look great from one angle, but then behind the back it's all stuck together with like sellotape or whatever. So where are you then going to sort of get rid of it? You know,
I wonder.
Yeah.
Drama will happen. Drama will happen. That's a short one. It will happen. There will be something. I've seen the most timid of brides with the most timid of family. Fucking something goes wrong. Chaos happens. Someone falls out.
How many things on a Facebook group have you seen where it's been like, I've fallen out with my best friend. I've known her since we were at school.
I fall out with my mum. My mum's no longer invited to the wedding. That's happened to me, I would say 5 times.
Really?
Yeah. This year, the best one was she started off with 7 bridesmaids. She ended up with 2 bridesmaids. Now that, she was really nice. So I'm not going to be like, she's the problem. If it was anyone else, I'd be like, maybe she's the problem. Yeah. But like, that's a big reduction. Yeah. But also like, curate your bridal party. I feel like day one's for your bridal party only. Like no new work, like not like work people. There's people that were my bridesmaids years ago that wouldn't be invited to my wedding now. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Because we don't see that. Do you know what I mean? It happens over quite a short span of time. But drama will happen in general. I think that's just and don't take it personally. Don't be like, oh, the wedding's ruined.
Weddings bring out the worst in people. And even like, I remember it being like me being that person when I've had friends get married or cousins or whatever, and me being like a little bit jealous. And it made me like not.
Especially when you're like in a bad, like when I was in a bad marriage. Yeah. Like jealous of people like actually in love with each other. Made me fucking sick. And stuff. Like do me a favour.
Do you know what? There was always that line.
Wait, now I'm awful. Now I'm like, I'm just so in love. Yeah. Now people want to punch me in the face.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. I remember watching Wolf of Wall Street, and when he's like, you're married to your cousin, and they're having that conversation, and he's like, yeah, but God love you. You're happy, aren't you? Don't be daft and married. No one's happy. Yeah, I remember thinking, that's genuine.
That's true.
Words.
Yeah, facts. Just in a bad marriage. Yeah. Anyway, setting up a wedding email address, I think, is a good idea. That's the bare bones of organisation. Yeah. Google Drive's a really good thing. Google Forms, keeping all your supplier, just everything in one place. Like I'm not a naturally organised person. Really need to enforce it.
Hashtag ADHD.
Hashtag everything. Just hashtag just a useless fucking human being. But organisation, start as you mean to go on, I think. Yeah.
It's just, and it's like you say, it's just
good
easy
admin.
and it's nice and
good
it's
admin.
fun. Also, on the admin side of that, also wedding websites are a really good idea as well.
I think they're really clever.
Because then you can just
get all your RSVPs, all your dietaries, everything all in one place.
All the information on one place. So then when you get, like you say, people are stupid.
Yeah.
You can be like, just all you need to do is like send a sentence, please refer to the website, all information on the website.
Yeah.
You know, and then it just makes it easier.
It will all be okay in the end, is how I've ended that segment.
Yeah.
Because it will, and you'll be fine, and actually fuck it and fuck everyone else.
Do you know what? A successful wedding is defined by the fact that you both turn up, you both say yes.
Yeah. No one died.
No one died. No one shagged
in the toilets. You can't control
it.
I feel like that's a successful
wedding. That's a successful wedding, actually.
There's a lot going on. Everyone's happy. No one's doing that sad. Maybe, actually. Questionable.
We've got a quick question, quick fire.
It's called Bride or Die Quickfire. So, who am I going to ask you?
No, I'm asking you these ones.
Me. Okay.
And you basically say yes or no.
So
and
bride is yes and die is no. So if I like the idea, I'm going to say bride. If I don't like the idea, I'm going to say die. I'm only allowed, if I need to, one sentence to explain myself.
Okay.
But
yeah. Right, go.
Okay.
Right. Choreographed first answers.
Die.
Awful.
Hate it, please. Don't invite me to your wedding if you're going to do that. That's it.
Weekday weddings.
Bride.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I would have one. Save the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Whittle down the list.
Okay. Timeless wedding aesthetic.
Bride.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I changed my mind on that, but that's a whole other... I always thought I'd wanted like really timeless, but then like...
No, I think to a degree.
I want it to look of its era, you know?
Okay.
Content creators.
Bride, yeah.
100%.
Love them. Love them, but not instead of photographers and not instead of videographers. As a like bonus. Yeah. Not instead of.
Evening outfit changes.
Bride, yeah, I love it. I love a haircut as well.
Oh,
dramatic.
Like, how much of an attention whore do you need to be?
Ooh,
like,
loads.
Cash only gifts.
Bride.
Yeah.
I think it's cringe, but also give me the cash, whatever.
Cozy living. Yeah. Show me the money. Statement accessories like gloves or like headpieces or...
personally, die. I don't like it. For me, as of my wedding, I wouldn't have it.
See, I disagree.
I know, yeah.
I want it to be my outfit to be so divisive that you either love it or hate it. I don't want to be bland. Okay. Like intimate pub weddings, reception venues. Like registry office pub.
Bride.
Yeah.
Like that for you. Like that for people. Not for me, but I do like it. I think it's cute. I think there's a big boom of that and I like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's authentic, right?
Cool London venues and stuff.
Yeah.
Little mini dress.
Yeah.
Get
love
the
that.
tube. Yeah. 100% for that. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yay! Cute. Okay.
Right, so we also, as you can see, we are in a lovely new studio with a lovely producer Matt, and all the tech and the lighting and the stuff like that. If you would like to come on board and discuss your wedding business,
we want South Coast wedding businesses. Yeah. If you've got something different to offer, something special to offer, we would really like to be part of your growth, your business growth. So we've put together a load of new sponsorship packages. So if you would like to know a bit more about them, you can email us at
brideordiepodcastuk@gmail.com.
Want to get more business involved this season? We'd like to have some guests on. We'd like to do a little bit more. So that'd be really good.
And we love
fun. We love a chat. We just love a chin wag, don't we?
And we love supporting like the small small bit, because we know what it's like running a business, and just and it's nice to be able to sort of help other businesses get the promotion
and networking as well is always fun. Like it's a hard industry to be in, so I feel like if we can be together in it, it's going to be way easier.
Don't forget to follow us on TikTok as well.
So what's the TikTok, Andrea?
The TikTok is Bride or Die Podcast.
Yeah. And then the Instagram is at bride_die_podcast.
Yeah.
So just follow us there, comment on everything that you see. Engagement really helps us anyway. We love it. If you've got anything, any problems, any wedding wobbles, anything that you'd like us to discuss on air, we would be more than welcoming to it.
Yeah.
But just like engage. show us that you're there if you're listening.
Yeah, because we do love our little messages. Again, I know we keep saying it, like when we first set this up, we genuinely thought, like, we had a conversation.
I thought, like, my nan's
God's honest truth, that we were like, right, how many family have you got? Right, you've got 20, yeah, I've got 40.
We've got a big family. If every one of those listens.
We've got 60 people that listen, and like we're in the thousands, like, and it's lovely.
So it is lovely.
Yeah. And when we get the messages, we still go, oh my God, like,
someone likes us.
Yes, people.
But thank you for tuning in, guys. And we are going to be doing a lot more regular content now.
All right, thank you for listening, everyone. Bye. 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 Bye.